last. It's my first time playing live trivia, and I just took a Benadryl. Well, well Plush Fuss, I hope you had some food with that. You're gonna get pretty sleepy. To the rest of you, just probably not the best time to take Benadryl or like a pain medication right before the game. But if you have to, you have to. Look, your medical needs far outweigh this humble trivia game before you. Like I said, this is a holiday week here. There would be no game on July 4th if July 4th were not a Friday, but you get a full week of games, including something very special that I have for you on Thursday. So we're going to have fun with that. But in the meantime, what are your plans? What are you doing? Are you going to a barbecue? Are you hosting a barbecue? Are you going to an event in a park somewhere? Are you attending a fireworks show? Are you running a fireworks show? If you are, think safety. If you're gonna do fireworks like in your neighborhood, we would do that in my neighborhood in Northeast Philly when I was a kid. We would do our own little fireworks show because nobody was going out somewhere to see a big one. You got to be careful with that because there are too many stories about people hurting themselves and losing fingers and stuff with fireworks. So be careful. And then of course this is the scariest holiday for dogs because of all the fireworks. So those of you with pooches, I know you'll be holding your dog extra tight. A lot of thunder jackets going to be worn out there. So to all the dogs out there, I'm sorry on behalf of all of us who watch the fireworks. It's International Asteroid Day, and you're hurtling toward the Monday edition of Daily Trivia Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. I know your performance today will be out of this world as you play for the grand prize. That is $1,000. And when you correctly answer 10 multiple choice general trivia questions, you will win your share of it. In this game, you'll earn 1 bonus SB for every question you get right after question number 1, even if you've already been eliminated. Here's how it works. You win the game today. Of course, you get your share of that $1,000, but all the bonus SB you've picked up on your journey will be added on top of that automatically. If you don't win the grand prize, you don't automatically get the SB that you've picked up. You have to claim them at the end of the game in order to keep them. It's simple to do, though. It's just clicking at a button that appears on your screen at the end of the game. So just stick around. Don't leave early. Here's some other good news. The first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to get another shot at the grand prize. Now, there are 2 ways to rejoin. One is using SB, the other is with a free rejoin. And as a tip for you, if you click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu, anytime a game's not happening, you can get free rejoins by watching videos. But that's not all. This is, of course, the final day of June Join-a-thon, which means you are getting a free rejoin added to your account just for showing up to play today's game. Now, it will be credited before tomorrow's live game begins, but I hope you've enjoyed June Join-a-thon and all of the rejoins that you got herein. Finally, though, each game we give away 5 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win and claim at least 1 SB in the game. Here are the winners from Thursday. They have been credited already. Hey Diddle Jiddle, John Diddle, you are a winner. Congratulations, Go Lightly Courtney. And the rest. And to those of you who want to see your name up there, I want that for you too. So keep playing and claiming because next time, the winner could be you. All right, let's get this show on the road. Here is question number 1. Jack Black and Jason Momoa star in the film adaptation of what popular video game? Is it Pac-Man, Centipede, or Minecraft? What game am I talking about? This past spring, everyone who didn't know the game heard the phrase chicken jockey repeated by kids everywhere, teaching you more about Minecraft than you ever wanted to know. Minecraft is the answer. 94% of you getting that one right. Well done. Pac-Man had an animated series in the 80s. Centipede didn't have anything, unfortunately. I think they were both in maybe that Adam Sandler movie, but that wasn't their movie. It was an adaptation. It was just guys who like games and all the characters showed up. By the way, if you want to see, there they are. Jack Black and Jason Momoa, the on-screen team you never knew you needed in the Minecraft movie. Of the 6% of you that got eliminated, most of you rejoined along with some of our stragglers. We got over 14,400 people in grand prize contention, and every question you get right from here on out is worth 1 bonus SB. Here is question number 2. When you're shopping, what does BOGO stand for? Is it buy one, get one, Bob's out, go off, or bingo, original grape oats? What does BOGO stand for when you're shopping? When you need to stock up on something, BOGO is a godsend. During a recent holiday weekend, I was able to get a bunch of picture frames, essentially at half price, because it was buy one, get one free. That's right, buy one, get one is the answer. Pretty much everybody getting that one right, as I would would be considered fusion cuisine. Is it pepperoni pizza, sushi burrito, or oatmeal? Pepperoni pizza, sushi burrito, or oatmeal. Which of those is fusion cuisine? Fusion cuisine brings the best of different genres of food together into mouth-watering mashups that can satisfy two cravings at once, like the sushi burrito. Sushi burrito is the answer. 93% of you getting that one right. Well done. I guess if you made the pepperoni pizza burrito, that would count. But in case you're like, a sushi burrito, is that even a real thing? Yeah, it is. There it is. There's someone holding. I had the hands in there to show for scale what sushi burrito looks like. So there you go. Sushi burrito. However you feel about that, you may be right. Let's move on to question number 4 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Fill in the blank. Nirvana's first big hit was titled Smells Like Brown Onions, Teen Spirit, or a Burp. Smells like blank blank. Their first album, Bleach, wasn't a big commercial success, but their follow-up, Nevermind, went 13 times platinum thanks in no small part to the runaway hit Smells Like Teen Spirit. That's right. 89% of you getting that one right, by the way. For those of you who thought that the first big hit was called Smells Like a Burp, that sounds like that, and smells like brown onions both sound like Weird Al versions of the song. But unfortunately, that is not correct. And of those 11% of you, we got 2/3 of you back in. We are on to question at number 5 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which of the following arithmetic operations can have a remainder? Is it division, subtraction, or addition? Which of those would have a remainder? A little something left over after? I learned this in the 4th grade, and I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the only basic function of arithmetic that has leftovers, and that is division, of course. Division leaves you with a remainder. 91% of you getting that one right. Well done. Because you'll sometimes doesn't divide evenly, and you have some left over, and that's your remainder. But, you subtract something from something else, you have a new number. You add something to something else, you have a new number. Multiply something by something, you have a new number. Division, you have a new number, and maybe a doggy bag with some other bits and numbers in it. Let's move on to question number 6 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What video game got a widely panned film adaptation in 2024? Is it Borderlands, Pac-Man, or Centipede? I'm guessing most of you did not see this. Directed by Eli Roth and with an A-list cast including Cate Blanchett, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Hart, and the voice of Jack Black, Borderlands couldn't replicate the success of its video game counterpart. Borderlands is the answer. 58% of you getting that one right, but oh my goodness, this was a brutal question. 34% of you going with Pac-Man, 8% going with Centipede. I just said neither of them had movies that they made. I said it. Maybe you don't have the sound on. That's possible. Or in the moment you panic. I understand this can be a pressure-filled situation. Of the 42% of you that got eliminated, though, well over 60% of you back in the game. Almost 80%, I dare say. Still over 11,000 people in grand prize contention. And question number 7 on the way, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. What food company was once briefly the 6th largest military in the world? Is it McDonald's, Pepsi, or Coca-Cola? This is a real story you can find out there. It's in a lot of those did you know type articles. Back in the 50s, the Soviets acquired a taste for it. And when they wanted to make it available around the USSR, they had to trade a bunch of battleships, briefly turning Pepsi into a global superpower? Pepsi is the answer. Oh my goodness, only 19% of you getting that one right. Another brutal question. Everybody going, is Pepsi okay? How could they possibly have all that? But yes, Russia loved Pepsi, and they traded. They couldn't, I think, buy it outright, so they had to trade them decommissioned like old battleships, within which then Pepsi had to figure out how to get rid of. It was a whole thing, but for a brief shining moment, they could have delivered everything by firing it out of the cannons and having it land maybe with I don't know, like a parachute to the ground. Just ideas here, folks. No bad ideas in a brainstorm. Of the 80% of you that got eliminated, over half of you able to come back in. We're down to about 6,900 people in grand prize contention. Another bonus SB on the way if you can correctly answer question number 8. Here it is. On which reality show are there contestants attempting to catfish one another? Is it The Circle, The Amazing Race, or The Biggest Loser? Catfishing, where you pretend to be someone else to fool someone. That helps. Premise is actually brilliant. You sequester your players in individual apartments that they cannot leave, and they communicate with and eliminate each other via a fabricated social network, text only, called The Circle. The Circle is the answer. 76% of you getting that one right. Well done. The Biggest Loser, you're just trying to lose the most weight. You are competing against other people, really with yourself, to be the best you that you can be. And The Amazing Race. They're just trying to beat each other to the ticket counter at various airports to get the earliest flight and tell their taxi drivers very fast, very quickly, hurry, hurry. All right, let's move on to question number 9, second to last question, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. The William McKinley High School Show Choir is the subject of what TV series? Is it Malcolm in the Middle, Euphoria, or Glee? William McKinley High School Show Choir is the subject of what TV series? During a brief time when musical television series were popular, this was the show that started the trend. Everyone would tune in to sing along to Glee's new cover songs. Glee is the answer. 5,262 of you knew that answer. You are ready for our final question. But first, you know what I'm going to say. In fact, do you want a special, like a little tip, what's going to be happening on Thursday? All right, I'm going to show you real quick. We do have an all-American out that day on Instagram, so you're going to want to check that out. We'll get you ready for the 4th of July. And it's not all just American history. There's some history, some civics, some just cultural stuff that's very American, but there you go. Also, quick reminder that there are 2 ways to get SB from Swagbucks Daily Trivia outside of our live games. One is through the Daily Trivia Challenge, the quick, hostless version of our game that you can play on your schedule up to twice per day, every single day. Second is by clicking the More Ways to Earn button wherever you find it in the app. That allows you to earn SB by downloading and playing other games on your phone. But of course, that is also how you reach Daily Tap Joy. Got to do your Tap Joy every single day. That's why I call it daily. You should be doing it every single day. Quick, easy to complete offers that will check Daily Discover off of your to-do list in minutes. You'll have fun while doing it. Click the Tap Joy image that appears at the end of this game to check it out for the first time, or check it out for the first time in a while. You will be glad you did. All right, I'm glad you are all here with me. We got 5,294 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. About 15,000 of you have stuck around to the end, and there is one more bonus SB up for grabs if you can correctly answer question number 10. Here it is. On December 7th, 1941, Japanese forces launched a surprise attack on which U.S. naval base? Is it Pearl Harbor, Jacksonville, or San Diego? This is an infamous day in world history and American history. The United States had resisted joining the fray of World War II until the attack on Honolulu's Pearl Harbor base, which changed the course of the war. Pearl Harbor is the answer. 5,268 of you knew that answer. You are splitting our grand prize today. There were some tough ones in there, but of course you came through like you always do. Let's meet a few of our grand prize winners. Each of you taking home 19 SB in grand prize money, plus the bonuses you earned along the way. H. Lee Smith, congratulations. Elaine Baker, 43. Dr. Duck, well done. Do you know the goose? Dr. Duck, have you met our goose? Joanna Lee Zongo, congratulations. And M. Finhill, just a few of our grand prize winners. Each of you, congratulations. And to those of you who stuck around and claimed your bonus SB, congratulations to you too. Now that you have all these new SB in your account, you know what to do with them. Redeem them for PayPal cash or gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Target, and hundreds of other places. Great job. That is it for today. And that is it for the month of June. But we'll see you tomorrow for the beginning of July in our Tuesday game. Thank you for playing Daily Trivia Live, and we'll see you then, my friends.